What's up, guys? Everyone is here, back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Going to be hopping into live arena today. I've got a good one for you today because I did upgrade my Lady Noel right away. And because we have champ training, that's why I decided to upgrade her. And I had 5 chickens waiting. So, Lady Noel, what am I putting her in? I'm putting her in bolster. I'm putting her fairly fast, 291 speed, 325 accuracy, no res, but I just want to have her a little HP, a little bit of defense, and she has no awakenings, so of course if I get awakenings in the future, she'll get more HP, she'll get more defensive stats and stuff like that. So, and I have her at least 300 accuracy just in case the Sir Nicholas gets banned. And my Sir Nick, I re-geared him as well. So my Baron's gear is taken off because I want to try out Sir Nick. He doesn't hit very hard. His gear's not maxed. But I put him in Stone Skin and Lethal right here. So he's going to hit okay damage, but not crazy damage. He's only 91,000 HP. So it's a little bit low. Only 243 speed, 265 crit damage. So his stats are a little bit low as compared to like my Samson, right? But maybe I'll pair him with Samson and Lady Noel. Let's see if we can get some wins today. So I'm going to try to pair Lady Noel with Marichka. We're going to probably have to go second most times and just see if we can win. I've got 43 minutes left. I'm currently at 49.39 for a placement. Here we go. Can we get Lady Noel and Sir Nick to work today? Probably not, but let's see what we can do. I would love to see the duo work out. The other potential that I was going to use him with for that chick, Noel, is having Sir Nick in a protection set. Because Noel, with her A2 ability, if you have him on the same team, will allow him to instantly use the Goodwill ability, which applies the continuous heals and the unkillable. And with a protection set, the unkillable could potentially be protected, right? So I did lose 3 fights. That's why it's taking a while for me to get a fight here. But those fights I played earlier in the day on a cell phone. So yeah, we're going to go 60 seconds. Here we go. Can we get some wins though? Let's see. So now it doesn't really like go 60 seconds. It kind of like goes between 50 and 60 seconds and then just picks your champion for you, it feels like. So I don't want anybody to pick Armands. Even though Noel has an interesting ability where she can like unsheep somebody and then boost their turn meter, or if someone gets unsheeped by themselves, it boosts their turn meter by 50%. She's still a bit of an issue though. That's the thing. The other problem I can run into is people picking Sir Nicholas, so I don't get the pairing. But I feel like Noel and Marichka are a really good pairing together. Another reason why they're good together is because Noel has a very low cooldown on a revive. It's only a 3-turn cooldown, right? So that's not too bad. This is going to be a problem, especially with Foley, because he can block revive. But the Noel has a bolster set, which is nice. I'm going to want to bring in my Samson here. And I'm also going to want to bring in Sir Nick. The good thing about having Armand's place first is it's going to deter people from getting to block the Sir Nick and Noel pairing. And they're more than likely going to try to block the Armands over the Sir Nick and Noel. So there's a potential chance I can actually use them a good amount of times in today's video. Where is my Sir Nick? I don't know. I'm blind here. Let's take a look here. Here he is. I'm still sick, by the way, so still got a really bad sore throat. Popping cough drops like crazy. Cepacol like crazy. If you don't know what Cepacol is, it's like a cough drop, but it's got a lot of menthol in it, and it helps numb your throat. So, yeah, it's been somewhat helpful, but not the best. All right, so blocking passives and blocking... Does he do block active too? I think so. I think just block passives on the AoE. So that would block the passive, but I have Stone Skin on everybody besides Noel. Maybe I just ban... I mean, this dude does big damage. I think I just ban him still. And I can do arena battles by 30%. The other sick thing about Noel is that she has, and because this guy doesn't have any polymorph, she has that irresistible freeze mechanic. So that's going to be pretty insane. That is going to be pretty insane in Live Arena, in my opinion, if they can get through, right? And they don't have a ton of polymorph, then it would be kind of cool. So Noel, because she doesn't have a ton of HP, of course. Oh, he did destroy or decrease the duration on my Sammy. So hopefully he doesn't get one shot, but he might get one shot. Yeah, he's going to get killed by Foley, I feel like. Well, actually, because we got 6 buffs here, I can go ahead and cleanse and then put strength in and the shield, and he can't get one shot now. Even with increased attack, the strength is just too strong. Yeah. And the stuns. Yeah, this is going to be a good pairing, I feel like. Because then Noel's going to go, possibly before this dude here, Leorius. If she goes before Leorius, because he has to speed up again to go take a turn, just to kill us. But if she goes before Leorius, we freeze everybody, and it's over. Right? And her passive allows all the enemies, it reduces their speed if they're under freeze. Ooh, this is it. Boom, boom. Look at that. That's insane because he doesn't have another buff strip. And the only buff strip was from the Arbiter. So that's actually pretty strong in certain situations and against certain champions, right? And people have to target Noel. It gives them gives me another option, right? Or it gives players another option, right? As a supporting champion. So I can keep A1ing with Marichka. So that's kind of cool. Because now they got to be afraid of not just one person, right? And that unkillable is massive. And then, of course, the freeze from Sir Nick is so strong too. The 50-50 shot to get the freeze irresistible on his A1. So that's a nice little freeze right there. And then if we team up with the right people, we're going to go crazy here. If we can team up with Sir Nick, then we can freeze others as well. Block buffs. Let's just take her out now. I still have unkillable. And then let's see how much damage he can do. It's not crazy, I will say. But we still wiped him out. Let's go. Because they're not like super tanky support champions. So that's a good showcase right there. The first fight. What a great showcase of Sir Nick and Noel in Live Arena. And I'm the only player so far that you'll probably see that is going to do Lady Noel and Sir Nick in Live Arena. Because I'm free to play. I don't spend any money in the game, right? And so I can actually utilize 2 Void Legendaries, in Live Arena potentially. I can't do it all the time because I need to have Armands as the setup. Like, this is a perfect example. If he's going to pick Sun Wukong, I can go with Armands. And then I can go with the Marichka. And then I can go with Lady Noel. And then Sir Nick again. So this is kind of cool. I mean, I don't know how long this is going to last, right? Because not a lot of people have even fused her yet. I think there's like maybe a day left to fuse her. So a lot of people haven't fused her. I already had Sir Nick. I got the duplicate Sir Nick. So I put that in Faction Guardians. Because I pulled Sir Nick like 2 or 3 years ago. As like my first or second Void Legendary ever. So yeah, pretty sweet. Alright, so we're going to go to recently used. Go with Sir Nick again. And then, of course, I'm probably going to have to ban bombs. And our weakness is definitely going to be buff strip. So here he's going to ban probably... I probably need to ban the Sifi. And then I can also do speed. Or I could just keep using my monkey here. I'm going to ban Sifi. He's going to have to ban Armands. Yeah. So it like forces them to ban Armands, right? If I get Armands. And so unless they're over 320 speed, they're not going to beat me in speed. And the one person that would be Mikage. But I have all stone skin. So if I can just take a turn with my Sir Nick and place unkillable, she's probably going to... So it's going to make Mikage waste her A3. Ooh, I'm already faster, so it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. So I could do increased accuracy if I wanted to. But I don't need to because... Yeah, I can wait and save my big hitting ability and just go here and stun. And then she comes in and says, "What's up? Irresistible freeze." And then he places unkillable. Yeah, this is actually kind of fun, not gonna lie. Even though we get slept, I can still... I have the block damage, and I can do this. Well, I guess I want to go here. Block buffs. We got another turn already. Whoa. And then it would instantly activate his goodwill ability again, right? Oh my god, that's disgusting. That is so disgusting. Oh, but she can cleanse. That's right. But it's still disgusting, though. Not going to lie. I'm just kind of testing right now. She could have cleansed. She could have definitely cleansed. Yeah, I think he should have cleansed. Because if he doesn't land bombs... Okay, he did land bombs. Okay. But he didn't land bombs on my Mariska. So that's a bit of a problem for him. And I can just shield up. And strengthen. But he can steal unkillable. So that's the one downside. Protection set would probably be really strong here. But we stun them, though. We can stun or freeze them, though. That's pretty good. Okay. So we can still one-shot. Boom, boom. Even though it's not Sir Nick doing all the damage here, the point of the showcase is that we have so much survivability, which is good. And the freezes are nice. So even though Wukong can kill her with one shot potentially, I come back to life, everybody has full turn meter, and then I just kill them. And that's why the synergy is so good here. Yeah. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Okay. It's basically just another go second option, right? So maybe I don't even have to worry about putting accuracy on Lady Noel. Maybe I rebuild her in bolster, but even tankier. Maybe I build her with no accuracy because it feels like I can get Lady Noel through more often than not if I'm going first. Which is pretty insane because everybody's almost always going to ban Armands. So let me go with Lady Noel again. I'm on my optimizer on I have a dual screen here. So I'm on optimizer. The only time we lose really is people are so much faster than you. And they strip the stone skin. Like for example with Marius could go nuts on us. But let's see. Still going to do Lady Noel. Where's she at? All right, let's see if we go. So she's 290 speed. Let's go with 0 accuracy. See if we can go even faster. So we're going to go for sets. Oh, lockout is also a problem. Lockout is also a problem. So beating us in speed, locking out, and stripping buffs. That'll be the big issue. And because I'm in gold 4, this is going to be a huge issue for me. The reason why I want to go no accuracy and just do bolster is to see if I can get more. She would just be way too slow if I wanted more HP. I just want more shields. That's a bit of a problem, right? I mean, I'd still have to go with counterattacks. Question is, do we ban Marichka or do we still ban the speed? Maybe we ban, not Marichka, Crixia. Do we ban Crixia or do we ban speed? So he's going with him, Tormund, which we are susceptible to freeze technically because we don't have block buffs. Even if she gets block buffs, I can still freeze, but Crixia is a problem. I guess I just don't want to be locked out. Because if I can get the freeze with this chick, Noel, she can't block freeze because it's irresistible and unblockable unless you have stone skin. And he only has one person in polymorph, which is the Sifi, which could potentially polymorph us, but if I don't ban the lockout, I won't even be able to use her ability at all. So let's see if this can work. Oh, 2-turn Stone Skin. Nice. Nice. Love it. They're going to go ahead and sleep right here. She's going to sleep. She's not going to speed up. She did speed up. Okay. Increased accuracy is not really going to do much for me. But since I'm going to be losing my Stone Skin, I might as well just do the increased crit damage. Ah, you son of a biscuit. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have just prayed that my speed was good enough. Bolster definitely helps against Marius, by the way. And do this. Even though we get frozen, it keeps us alive for a little bit longer. She can sleep. But counterattack doesn't do anything because of Stone Skin. So a lot of Stone Skin over here. That's the issue. If she could strip and place freeze, that would be so much better. So much better. Okay. I mean, he's going to sleep the... He woke me back up, though. Little shields, not much. Honestly, he's got so much CC on his side, too. Which is a problem. Let's go ahead and take out the Marioso, but he's going to revive anyways. Can't really do much here because he's going to hit me again. And stuns. So that's a problem, is if they can lock you down and go way faster than you, then you can't take turns, right? So that's the biggest problem. Lockout, people going way faster than you. And in Gold 4, that's like majority of players, let's be honest. But it's all good, you know? There's a clear gap between pay to win and free to play. There's nothing you can do. It's a spending game at the end of the day. And you kind of have to have your Noel somewhat fast, or she needs to be slow with a ton of resistance. Because I was thinking of doing her, like, making her slow, which I could do it with Bolster, but how much resistance could I get? That's the other thing. If I could build her like 230 speed and go like, it would have to be at least 600 resistance with Bolster. I feel like, I just don't know if I could get that. This guy quit already. Okay. Nope, can't even get 600 resist. I wonder if I can even get resistance at all. Nope. With Bolster, I could not get resist at all. I just don't have resistance for my Bolster pieces. Mainly, you're just looking for speed and HP percent first. And I just don't have that luxury because during the Forge Pass events, or whatever you call them, when you're trying to go for the specialty gear pieces, if you're free to play, you just don't get the luxury of popping, what is it, like 250 times in the Forge if you pay for it. Whereas we only get 15 flips or 15 Forges if you're free to play and complete the entire Forge Pass. So, nothing I can do. So this is where it becomes difficult. This is where it becomes hard. They go first, they pick speed, they outspeed you, you lose. Period. That's it. Especially when you're forced to ban their Armands. And I'm speaking from a free-to-play perspective. Try to see it from other players' shoes. Try to understand from other players' perspective. It's not just about, well, you should just do this, or you should just... No. It's not just about going second. You have to have good RNG if you're going to go second. Like perfect RNG. Okay, now that that's out of the way, now you can hopefully understand a little better. So you have to have like perfect RNG going second. That means if this person puts in multiple mythicals or multiple champions that strip buffs and we go up against them, either you need to have god tier gear, which is also luck to get the gear, right? You need to get the perfect pieces, but you also have to have good support with your champions or the highest speeds. So speed still wins. So you got a buff strip, buff strip, buff strip. 3 buff strippers. The reason why I'm talking, I didn't pick right. I really want to pick Sir Nicholas last because now they can just pick the buff strippers right away. So that's my own fault. But I typically would pick him last. I'm just talking, not paying attention. The timer is running out. I only have so long to pick. So I don't want him to pick another buff stripper, right? So I need to go with him, with her, and I need to go with Lady Noel. So we are going to go... I actually could go with... Actually, no, now that I think about it, did I take the gear off of my second Duchess? I think I took the gear off my second Duchess to put on Sir Nick, which has 9-piece protection. We can try to go first, and then go with Noel as well. But first, I'm going to pick the Wukong, or Samson. And I got to pick Noel. I think Noel would be 10 times better with a blessing, obviously, like any other champion in the game. So yeah, we're going to go Noel. I have to ban, unfortunately, I have to ban him. Armand's has to be banned. And then we have to hope that we can beat him in speed. So if he has over 320, 330 speed damage dealers, which a lot of people in Gold 4 do have that fast of champions, then I lose pretty much instantly. So he has got a 330 speed Sun Wukong, all CC. Okay. Nothing I can do. All I can do is cleanse in hope that I can get a kill here. However, he takes an instant turn and that's a problem. So let's just go ahead and stun. Actually, we killed him. Okay, that's good. And then I can freeze him, or I could do the unkillable, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to freeze him first. Then from here, I could do this, but this guy has a chance to strip as well. So we're going to just hit here, proc his block damage. He loses a turn. And then I have to hope that I survive, which I did with the bolster set. Because it's against Marius, you have to have a bolster set. And most people are picking Marius now and not picking Narcissus. He didn't do enough damage because he's a CC Wukong, which is good for me. Pop out of that silly sheep. And then we can do this. Boom. Instant. And then he gets a turn. And then I can use it again if I wanted to, but I get to save it. And then we do some damage. Get another shield. More damage. Boom, boom. Has to do a revive. But the crappy part about this is he's going to revive, put block damage. So I got to hope for freezes or stuns by my boys here. So let's see. Stun right there. Okay. Let's go block buffs here. God forbid he procced an ability where he reset the cooldowns or something. And then we want to hope for a freeze. Boom, there's a freeze, 50-50 chance. And then, boom, almost a freeze, but it's irresistible, right? Then we want to block buff here. So, I mean, this isn't terrible of a team setup. It's good for a free-to-play player, right? The block debuffs doesn't do anything with Noel. And then I can just do this again. Boom. Because I already have it. And then I can speed up. And then he's going to use his ability. Okay. Sucks because it was on him. I have 1 turn left. Because I have it on a 5 turn and she's not booked, I would have already had the ability back and everybody would have been frozen. And this would have been GG's done. So unfortunately, that's the downfall. You need the books, right? You definitely need books. He's killing him. He's about to take a turn. We got feared. I could have killed this guy. I could have. Oh, this sucks. Do we get feared? Yes, we do. Of course we do. Do we get feared again for the 3rd time in a row? Yes, we do. Of course we do. Of course we do. Again, RNG. Everything's based on full RNG in this game. This is where I get this ability. Do we get feared a 4th time in a row? Yes, we do. This is why we lose. 4 times in a row. 4 times in a row. You got to be kidding me, dude. That's ridiculous. There's a freeze there. That is absurd. Absolutely absurd. And I think that puts her skills on cooldown. That's disgusting. Absolutely absurd. And her skills on cooldown because of it. That is so disgusting. And then he has his A3 back. So he's going to steal the unkillable. Nope, he's going to go ahead and sheep. Doesn't matter, though. It's absolutely disgusting. 4 fears in a row. RNG Shadow Legends. RNG Shadow Legends. RNGZs Shadow Legends. RNGs Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. We want to see you RNG and lose Shadow Legends. That's ridiculous. 4 fears in a row. Okay. RNGesus Shadow Legends. That is ridiculous. What can you do? I mean, there's nothing you can do there. It's yeah. It might as well be a stun. I mean, you might as well just turn fears into stuns. It's so insane. Oh my god. This is why you need resistance on your champs. Thor, huh? Does he ignore unkillable and block damage? I'm gonna find out right now. Gotta check, because if he ignores block damage and unkillable, then he'll kill us. Ignores block damage and unkillable. So even if I put the unkillable buffs, Thor's gonna beat us and kill us. So we're gonna have to go fast. We're gonna have to go faster than him. And ban his Sifi. If he has Sifi, I ban the Sifi. I'm pretty sure I fought this guy before, and I'm pretty sure he has Sifi. Padreg. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna go bombs, and I'm not gonna use Cernic this time. There's just no point. Why would I use him against Thor, right? They should have buffed Cernic. They really should have buffed Cernic when they brought out Noel. Like, his damage is just not there anymore. Placing the unkillable is great and all, and it'll help you win in certain cases, but God, that RNG is insane with the buff strips. Especially with the fear. Do I go Rotos, or do I do another speed champion? Or I could just go Sammy. I'll just do Sammy. Alright, so he's going for Madame Saris. Interesting. I'll just ban Pajreg. He's going to ban my speed, most likely. Or he's going to ban Armands. Yeah, this should be a win. Unless he has full stone skin, but I can just bomb him down. He has no polymorph, so it doesn't matter. This should be an easy win. Should be. If he's faster than me and he wins, then there you go. Speed wins. I still can't believe that last battle. Every single champion feared. Man, that ticks me off sometimes. That really ticks me off. I don't know about you guys, but does that not tick anybody off sometimes? Like, Jesus. It is part of the game. I get it. It just sometimes can get frustrating. This should be a one-shot. That's nice. That's nice, Sammy. The game was trying to be nice to me. They said, hey, we realized, we understand that you just fought somebody and the entire fight was RNG based and you got absolutely clapped by the fears. You didn't get to take a turn. Here you go. Have a one-shot. G-Fest God. So this guy, can you go with triple speed? Like, that's kind of what you could do. You could go Arbiter with Noel. Could do that. But again, lockout, speed, lockout. You gotta ban one or the other, right? And that's a big problem. So I'd have to do this with Noel. And then Cernic. So he's probably going to ban, more than likely. Oh, so much strip champions. This is the issue. Strip, 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 strip. 4 strip champions, dude. That's why it's an issue. This is why it's such a pain in the butt. Like, how do you even beat that? Everybody's a strip champion these days. Like, you need protection. You need protection set on Sir Nick, but then he doesn't do damage. If you put full protection, he doesn't do any damage. He's just another support champion. Like, what's the point? They need to buff Sir Nick already, in my opinion. The cool thing is Noel has a 30% increased speed as well in all battles. So it doesn't matter if you pick Arbiter or Noel. So that's kind of nice, I will say. But then again, you got Carnage with a 33%, and then you got this dude right here, Odin, in a 40% speed. So the only way I can beat him is through double turn meter boost. I have to be able to place my abilities, but if I can kill... Yeah, so I would do this. And I can't actually freeze him, but can I one-shot him? Oh my god, he's so weak! Oh my god! This is the issue with Sir Nick. He's so weak. God! I still couldn't kill him. GG's. Yeah, GG's. GG's. He's so weak, dude. He's so weak. Nothing I can do. So weak. Yeah, he's gonna one shot with Carnage. I've got too many debuffs. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why you really can't use them. Like how do you use them? You can use them in like against easy players. In Gold 4, you can't use them unless you have protection against 30,000 strip champions in this game. You have to go 9-piece protection with damage, or else you're not going to have any damage dealers. So unless you have the best god tier mythical artifacts and accessories that are protection set and full crit damage and crit rate and HP, you know, on your Sir Nick, and then she has to be in 400 plus speed, which is almost impossible for free to play and low spenders, unless you have god tier luck, you're not going to be able to compete in the highest echelon of Gold 4. You're just not going to be able to, unfortunately. This is the reality of Gold 4 Arena. I hope that Plarium, I hope they wake up and realize, like, hey, yes, it's a spending game, but you got to understand, if you're going to do all spending, put the spenders, the high $1 million spenders. Sorry, guys. Love you. Keep paying for the game. Keep allowing it to go forward. But put you guys in a different bracket outside of, like, allow the low spend free to play, or just free to play in a bracket, low spend in a bracket, big spenders in a bracket. And they need to make it so that everybody's in their own bracket. So if you guys want to whale Kraken war against each other, go for it. Games, I feel like in this day and age, are just pushed way towards the edge of, hey, you're going to be a winner. You just have to have the guap to do it. And it's like, listen, like, look at this. Like there's gotta be certain brackets in games nowadays. Like Call of Duty is losing players like crazy. What was it? Diablo Immortal. Tons of people hate that game. So many games that are just going down the drain because of how much money they try to make people and force people to spend. It's just like, great. Put people in different brackets and tiers then. If someone's going to spend $1 million in the game, put them in a freaking Dubai level tier that's separate from those people that don't spend. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. 1000% they can do it. You'd make different servers for different people. That's how you save gaming in the future if they're going to keep on doing something like that. But that is probably how you'd want to save gaming if they're going to keep spending. But then people are going to get mad because all these rich spenders are going to be so mad because they can't beat up the little guy. You know what I mean? That's the issue. Nobody talks about it though. Nobody actually gets into the weeds of it though. Nobody wants to talk about it because it's like, where's my peons? Where's the peons? Man, I want to be able to smash them down. And then people get so mad when they lose, and it's like, dude, you have to understand, this is a spending game. Pretty much every mobile game, almost every mobile game is a spending game. Now that I think about it, almost every mobile game. So like, it's just like, oh my God. I would rather, it just feels worse losing against someone who spends than losing against someone who puts their life, blood, sweat, and tears into a game. It doesn't feel the same to me. It just doesn't feel the same. Partially the reason why I don't play on my pay-to-win account or show it is just because it's like, why? Why do I need to show it? Why does it matter? It's not even that great of an account anyways. It's honestly like worse than my free-to-play account because I don't play it as often. But yeah, I don't know. Rant over. It's just so strange, man. Like, things that happen in this game and things that occur, it's just so silly. Get rid of Frawley. Rant over. I know people are gonna get upset in the comments. I have nothing against spenders. My issue is the way that the game is set up. The game is set up poorly. The tiers are set up poorly. The ranking system is set up poorly. The times that you have live arena is set up poorly. That's what I'm more frustrated about too. All right? For those who are wondering. I just really hope that when Plarium releases the new live arena setup and the way they're going to do the ranking systems, that they actually think about it. Please just think about it before you introduce it. Don't just throw stuff out there and expect the player base to be like, yep, we got it for you, Plarium. We're just going to let you know what's not working and then take a year to fix it. Like, that's not what the players want. You figure it out. Okay? 2-turn Stoneskin Harima is interesting. Oh, this is going to be a slow fight. Increase cooldown, I like that. Everybody's got high resistance in Stoneskin. So this guy has his team built for the long run. Damn, she's hitting hard as heck, considering. Damn. Yeah, everybody's resisting. I can't win. I'm getting locked out over and over and over. I cannot win. Wow. He's going to win from all CC. And I can't even get through the Stoneskin. Okay. Full resistance, even with the increased accuracy, which would have brought my Wukong to 350, 400 accuracy. Roughly between 350, 400 accuracy. So that had to have been a 400 plus resistance on the Harima, and she was still hitting that hard. That's crazy. And you have to play for a while to get that Stoneskin gear. Unless you get really lucky and get good gear, and you get, a couple weeks worth of Nightmare Hydra completed with the clan. I don't even think I can use Sir Nick here. He quit because I put Torment and Marichka? What? What is that? I guess I clicked between the two artifacts and that's why it closed. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Yeah. Sir Nick, trash. Noel, good. She's like B tier. B tier for a Void Legendary. B tier for a Void Legendary. In PvP, okay? Get that through your head. B tier for PvP. Because you need to have God tier gear. 8 tier, A tier, S tier for PvE. B tier for PvP. Let's see what people are giving her for ratings. I mean, this is decent. She's not bad in PvP. I would personally rate her a 4. Early, maybe this is going based on early mid-game. If you were to take it from the early mid-game perspective, she is A tier, S tier. If you were to go to late game, end game perspective, late game, she's like B tier, B plus. End game, she is a B tier. Why? Because everybody runs Stone Skin. Everybody runs frickin' 400 plus speed or 330 plus speed, even on their damage dealers, as you saw in some of those fights. Everybody's running strip champions. That's why I think she is the way she is. Her in protection will not work because she just doesn't increase speed. So protection set, if you're just trying to make her go as fast as humanly possible, yes, she could be good. Personally, you probably want to make her like 400 speed. I mean, if you're just trying to CC. But then again, you have to think about the players that have Stone Skin. So in this case, you kind of need to build her slower because she needs to... If you're just trying to play her where she has Sir Nick placing the ability Goodwill with Unkillable, then yeah, you want her faster than Sir Nick. And you want her the fastest on the team. And then you put Sir Nicholas in protection set. So I have to do Stone Skin only because my champions are slow and I'm in gold 4 and everybody beats me in speed. Lower tiers, I could probably get away with putting my Sir Nick in maybe a protection 4 piece in a lethal set. The thing is, you have to build Sir Nick with damage. Because if you don't, then you're not going to do anything in live arena. I mean, you might be able to put him in 9-piece protection and maybe you get lucky. But there's so many champions now, especially Thor, who can go through unkillable and block damage. And Thor hits hella hard. Thor hits freaking hard. This ability hits so hard. And each subsequent hit, following the initial hit, will increase the damage inflicted by 25% and stacks up to 100. So one of your champions is dying through unkillable or block damage. One of your champions is dying, unless you have Stone Skin. So, and then again, it comes down to so many champions now that can just buff strip. Right? So, super challenging to go second these days. Buff strip, faster players with champions. CC constantly. And Odin is got to be the #1 champion in my eyes. Odin is so freaking powerful. Odin is disgusting. Odin has to be the most disgusting champion next to Armand's. Like, this champion is so insane. Remove all buffs, 80% chance decreased defense down on everybody, 100% chance. Books down to a 3-turn, not a 4-turn, a 3-turn, and stun 100% chance. And he's a void, so he won't have a weak hit ever. The only thing that stops him is Stone Skin if it doesn't get removed 50-50. And then on top of that, it's like, okay, well, If I didn't land it, then I'm going to place block damage on everybody and apply a buff spread, taking all the buffs from this champion and placing it on all allies. If for some reason you get a turn. Because you're probably going to be stunned, and then the champions that you need to utilize to counterattack or to be able to stay in the game may not be able to take a turn in time. And then guess what? I got block damage. And if you don't have Thor or a champion that hits through block damage, you're screwed. Oh, and by the way, I can one-shot any of your support champions and revive people as well. Oh, and by the way, I have the best speed aura in the entire game for Void champions. I'm just like, Jesus. What is that? It's so nasty. He's so good. I mean, I want him, obviously. But what the hell? All right, y'all. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I need way stronger gear. If not stronger champions, I need way, 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 way stronger gear. And by the way, my Sir Nicholas, I mean, 240 speed, 243 speed is a little slow. If I were to put him in protection lethal, he could be 300 speed. But it would take away from this Duchess just one piece, so that's not a big deal. Because this Duchess is in a full protection set. I think I had her in like... Yeah, 9-piece protection. Where is the protection? Here it is. I had to do speed, though. Let's see if I can just do priority stats. Yeah, double speed. Hoping for triple here. But yeah, so she was wearing this. 267 speed. She's a little slow. I can still get glyphs in a lot of these pieces. So there's like no glyphs at all anywhere. So she has a lot of room for growth with speed. I mean, that's 8, 16, 24, 32. 32 speed right there. And then another 7, 39. I mean, there's another 5 here. 44. Yeah, there's a lot of room for growth. Fix my green screen here. But yeah. So, you know, I'm going to have to hit the drawing boards. I may even have to consider, like, sometimes these fights make me rage, and I'm just like, I'm just going to go in, and what I'll tend to do, this is the stupidest thing to do, by the way. I go like, well, I'm just going to get rid of all my gear. So the last, like, 3 days since I've been playing Live Arena, I've gotten rid of all my 5-star gear up to Epic. No matter what it is, I don't even care. Even if it was triple roll speed, I didn't even care. I was just like, it's gone. And then I almost did it to all of my 5-star legendary gear too. And even so, I only have 43 space. So the next thing is going in and literally getting rid of 6-star gear rare, which is 137 pieces. And honestly, I'm debating getting rid of all of it. Even though a lot of it's actually good. Like, a lot of it's good. That's the thing. I'd have to go through every single piece individually. Like this piece. How did this piece even get through? I'll have to go through every single piece individually to see if it has speed on it or not. Like, I wouldn't want to get rid of Relentless, right? Relentless with double speed. Why would I want to get rid of that, right? Crit damage with double speed. I wouldn't want to get rid of that. Like, a lot of this gear is still good. I'm just at the point where I'm like, damn, I don't have any gear on my account. Or I need to make sure I have more gear on my account that has triple speed or quad speed only. I'm getting to the point where I need to have triple and quad speed only. And it has to be 6-star. And if not, then it's just no good. Like, a lot of that gear is really strong for, like, the rare 6-star gear is really strong for Curse City and, like, other PvE areas of the game. But, you know, as PvE progresses and gets even harder, I might as well just get rid of some of that gear and just cut my losses. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm feeling like I just want to one by one go through all the pieces of rare 6-star and just chuck out everything that doesn't have at least a double speed roll. But I'm not 100% sure yet, because some of it is like I feel like I want to hoard it, but I don't know yet. But anyways, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Should I keep that gear? Should I just go one by one, or should I just bin it all and just hope for the future that I get better gear and just only keep mythical 5-star, legendary and epic 6-star, and mythical 6-star? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I will see you guys on a video soon. Take care.